And the main reason why we paint these white is we're trying to protect this trunk from sunburn. So we have intense dry sun, and it'll actually burn the trunk and potentially kill the tree. So this white tree trunk paint that we actually just buy from Home Depot will actually keep the trunk protected until the tree has a big enough canopy and can protect the trunk on its own. So that's the reason why you see this white paint on these trees. A couple years from now, when these are just nice, big, beautiful, massive trees, we won't paint those trunks anymore. So I think it was 2012. We're still living in the city on a 5,500 square foot lot with an 1,800 square foot typical house in a planned community. And we decided, okay, let's start planting fruit trees, you know? And we started a little garden bed for the first time that failed miserably. We killed our first apple tree because it was up against a block wall, you know, not knowing any different. We're like, yeah, let's stick a tree wherever we can. But we got our first production of apples the following year. It was just these amazing apples that tasted incredible. You know, I start looking at the space thinking, okay, we've got more space, but you know, what else can we do? So we've got all these fruit trees, that's cool. You know, let's get a garden going. So we start growing vegetables in a little garden bed. Again, not knowing what we're doing, we killed a bunch of stuff. We're still killing trees, but some trees are doing well. We're figuring all this out as we go. So, you know, we've got all these different challenges that, you know, we were having to try to figure out ourselves. So the underground irrigation that we run is a PVC irrigation. It comes from a Wi-Fi controlled control panel. You have this water that you drink. Okay, well, where did that water come from? We have a protected aquifer. So we use well water. What's in that water? The water that comes out of this bubbler head and just kind of pours over the bubbler head. Are the things that are in that water gonna help you to be tomorrow?
We have the rocks in the center, which we learned from one of our viewers.
And so if I can make that tomorrow me better than today, I'm gonna do that. And the way that I do that is I farm. So you guys saw the peach trees back there. So we've got basically all of our different types of stone fruit are in this Western orchard. So like this tree here, you can see this is actually a hybrid, and that's not GMO, it's not some type of weird, crazy thing. A hybrid just means it's a mix, a natural mix of two different types of fruit, but both of those are stone fruit. So this is a mix of a nectarine and a plum. So they basically mixed those two together when they were pollinating. So they mixed the pollen from one type of tree to the flower of another, and they came up with this hybrid. And you can see the leaves on this newly leafing out tree are totally different. It's purple, and that actually comes from its plum parentage. So this is a nectarine and a plum, but the purple leaves are from the plum. The fruit itself will look something like a mix between a nectarine and a plum. So it's pretty cool. And then you can see this cage. So we attract a lot of life. And the first thing that we attracted was rabbits. And when we first planted these trees, we noticed pretty quickly that the rabbits were immediately attacking the trees and basically started munching our trees down to nubs. So what we did is we started using this hardware cloth around the tree to protect the tree and the tree trunk specifically from those rabbits. And since we've had those in, we haven't had any issues with the rabbits getting to our trees.